It feels so weird because I literally recorded this video weeks ago and now I'm here doing it again because I just hated that footage. So we're redoing it. We're talking about it again. It's gonna be like deja vu for me, but for you, it's your first time. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Hannah. Today we are going to be talking about the Nintendo Indie World and Partner Showcase that happened on August 27th, which was weeks ago, but I just sat down to re-record this video. We're going to be talking about some of my favorite announcements from this direct. It's not necessarily a direct. It's the Indie World and Partner Showcase, but for all video's sake, we're gonna call it a direct of some sort because it's just announcements and whatnot. I'm very, very excited for a few of these announcements, and we're gonna dive in and we're gonna talk about them and do a little bit of speculation, and then we're gonna talk about some of my favorite honorable mentions from these announcements. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for with these releases, what you saw during the Indie World and the Partner Showcase that you absolutely love, because I thought there were some pretty fun things. It wasn't a complete waste of my time watching this, so oh my god, I literally don't know what I'm saying. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more sit down gaming videos where we just talk about fun things. We would love to have you. So we're gonna get started. First of all, they announced a new game in the Rune Factory universe. It basically reminds me of what Pokemon Legends Arceus is to the Pokemon franchise. You know, kind of like an earlier look, a different look at what Pokemon is. So I really love that. It's called Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, and it releases next year on Switch and PC. So I'm probably gonna get the Switch version. That's one of the games that I will probably prefer to play on Switch because I like that kind of handheld feel for Rune Factory games. I don't really feel the need to play them on PC, but it releases on both because not everyone has both, obviously. You can play as either a male or a female protagonist, which is really awesome. The first Rune Factory game, only male protagonists, so it's really great that they have more options now. And you assume Earth Dancer powers and you fight against this evil that's kind of plaguing and causing a blight in the area. You need to fight against the corruptions that are spreading across the lands of Azuma, so it's different. And you use new weapons and stuff too. You get to rebuild entire villages. There are festivals, seasonal farming, and romanceable options, and I love romance. I'm a sucker for romance. Give me all of it. That's what I love about the Rune Factory games. There are a lot of options for romance, and all the romanceable characters are always super cute, so I love that so much. You get to construct and place down buildings, but I'm really hoping for an option that also lets you decorate some of these buildings. I don't want to completely construct the insides of the buildings, but I would love to have the option to kind of decorate a couple little things, or especially the outside of the villages. Like, I would love to be able to place things down, kind of like Animal Crossing New Horizons style, like a tree here, some flowers here, that kind of thing. I don't know if they'll be letting us do that, but you can place down buildings, which makes me think that if you can choose where you place them, you might be able to add extra things around the buildings. We'll have to see. They didn't mention it, so that makes me a little hesitant. If they didn't mention it, they probably don't have it in the game. Fingers crossed, maybe they will put it out. But again, I love the Rune Factory series. I'm slowly collecting all of the games, so this announcement was just super exciting for me. I love farming. I love that it's magical. I love all the characters. I think Rune Factory is a really great series, and I wish more people would play the game, so I'm really hoping that more Rune Factory games, especially a game that's kind of different, not necessarily a sequel to the games that we already have, I think that'll bring in maybe some more people to the Rune Factory community. You could pre-order the game for $59.99, or you can pre-order the Earth Dancer edition for $99.99, and that gets you a soundtrack CD, a Japanese folding fan, the Seasons of Love DLC bundle with an additional Woobly DLC costume, a Woobly plush keychain, and a custom box. Wow, that's super exciting. I never get collector's editions of any of my games that I buy. This is one that I might get because it does seem like it comes with a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I want to spend my money responsibly, so I don't know if it's a good idea. The one time that I did buy a kind of collector's edition for a game was Call of Duty Ghosts, and I bought the steelbook that came with a bracelet, and it was super cheesy and the game wasn't even that good. So I have my regrets. So hopefully this game won't be like that. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if I will pre-order it. I do like that it comes with a cute little keychain. I love little plushies, so I'm leaning towards that. I don't know. We'll see. And this basically means I have to play through every single Rune Factory game before this one comes out so that I could be fully caught up on all the Rune Factory lore. So I basically have to start yesterday. It's stressing me out a little bit, but that's okay. We will get to it hopefully eventually before the game releases in the spring. Yes, spring 2025. I'll see you then. For my favorite announcement that came during the partner showcase is the MYSIMS retro re-release. I am so excited. So the MYSIMS retro re-release is re-releasing MYSIMS and MYSIMS Kingdom, one of my favorite games ever. If you watched my video where I talked about the 25 games that changed my life, MYSIMS and MYSIMS Kingdom is both on that list. So this really hits my heart and I'm so excited. And hopefully there are some MYSIMS fans who watch these videos. If you are a MYSIMS fan, I see you. Let's celebrate together because this is the biggest news of the year. Let's go over it because I could talk about this for hours, literally. Prior to the partner showcase, there was some listings of the MYSIMS game without pictures, without any description, no screenshots, no cover, no nothing. It just said MYSIMS, and then it also said the release date of November 19th, and then everybody was speculating what that could possibly mean because there was no announcement yet. And then Nintendo said, hey, here's an Indie World and Partner Showcase. And I was like, oh my god, it's literally happening. I thought it was fake at first. I posted in the community tab of this YouTube channel and I was like, oh my god, guys, I think it's happening. I was a little nervous though that it was just like a glitch or I don't know what it could have been. Like I just didn't think it was real. Like maybe it was, I don't know, a fake game. I don't know. But it's real, it's happening. I'm so excited. So everybody was speculating what it could possibly be about, if it was a brand new game, if it was just a remaster, and they're serving us a hot dish of nostalgia because it is both MYSIMS and MYSIMS Kingdom in one cozy bundle. So that's what it's called, the cozy bundle. Adorable, we love it. I like that they named it the cozy bundle because, spoilers for later in the video, what if there are more cozy bundles? What if there are more bundles coming out soon in the future? I don't know. So they actually officially announced the game in the partner showcase with EA, and they played their little trailer. It was super cute. So they are re-releasing the Wii versions of MYSIMS and MYSIMS Kingdom specifically, not the DS versions. The MYSIMS game is also available on PC if you don't want to just get the Switch bundle. So you could play the original MYSIMS on the EA app for $20, I believe. That's there if anybody wanted to play it, but this comes with both games in one bundle. The DS version and the Wii games had different storylines, different mechanics, just different gameplay altogether. It kind of focuses on different ways because they're different consoles they released on the Wii and the DS, and you can't have the same game necessarily transfer over easily. I'm sure they could have done it, but it's fine. So the game is available for pre-order for $40. You can get a digital copy, and they also have physical copies that you can pre-order at Target, Best Buy, GameStop, and Amazon. Those are the ones that I saw, or the ones that I could physically pre-order from. I'm in the US. If you're from somewhere else, I don't know where you can pre-order them besides those places. So do with that information what you will, but it's $40, so it's basically $20 for MYSIMS and then $20 for MYSIMS Kingdom, but you can't get them separately, if that makes sense, because the regular MYSIMS is also $20 on the EA app. They just don't have MYSIMS Kingdom on the EA app on your desktop. So the trailer featured clips from both MYSIMS and also MYSIMS Kingdom, but they didn't necessarily specify. It wasn't like broken up, like here's the trailer for MYSIMS and then here's the trailer for MYSIMS Kingdom. It was kind of all meshed together, like here's a clip from one part and then a clip for another part, and it was just kind of put together, and here's like an overall trailer of the game. It was gameplay trailers, definitely. There were gameplay aspects of it, character customization, building, little clips from the story that I remember, especially from MYSIMS Kingdom. You can tell which one is which, but they don't specify which game it's from. And then in some of the clips, they have at the bottom of the trailer, it says game engine footage, gameplay not final, represents a game in development, and that's quoted at the bottom. So they've definitely been working on the game. I'm not sure if they're just saying that or if that is like the final game footage, or like I don't know if they're still working on it is what I mean. Like I know you can pre-order it, but I don't know if they're still working on it or if they're no longer working on it, but all that footage was taken a while ago. I don't know. But if you do watch the trailer, just know that that's not like a finalized gameplay, or at least not all of the clips. To quote a Polygon article about the re-release, EA revamped the controls to work with the Switch's touchscreen and also with the Joy-Con controllers, and then also added just a higher resolution to the game because the Switch just has different controllers than the Wii remote had that sensor and the little sensor bar that you would hook up to the Wii. That is completely different, and you'd be able to like actually move things as if it was a wand in the game. I'm interested to see how they're going to kind of reflect those features and make it an enjoyable experience on the Switch, and if it would be better to play on your TV, if it's better to play handheld, like how does that work? How's the experience with that? We'll have to wait and see. And I've also seen some screenshots of a side-by-side of the I think it came out in 2007, of the 2007 MYSIMS game footage, and then also the re-release footage. And you could definitely tell that the quality is a little bit higher. The pixels just look a little cleaner. It just looks like a better game graphically. So that's really nice to see. I like that they're doing side by side. I'll have to include the pictures on the screen or link it somewhere in the description so that you can see the side by side, because it's really cool seeing that they're just kind of upping the graphics, and I'm excited to see some of my favorite characters and just higher quality, because all the characters in these games are super cute. They have super quirky personalities, and I have my favorites. I won't say who my favorite is. There have been a lot of screenshots of the building features and a lot of clips specifically from the MYSIMS game. I have recently seen more from MYSIMS Kingdom, especially rewatching the trailer a couple times. I definitely see some more gameplay footage from it, but I feel like they're leaning more into the MYSIMS game because I think probably more people played the first installment anyway. I'm hoping that they get equal representation on YouTube and on Twitch. Like hopefully people play the games and stream them, and I want to see both. I'm excited to play both, but I'm more excited to play MYSIMS Kingdom. So the games feature puzzles, unlockable locations, characters to meet, Sims to customize and dress up. I love the outfits that you can get in MYSIMS Kingdom. They're super cute, and I love the way MySims look, because they're like the chibi versions of Sims. So they're not very detailed, and they have like weird blocky legs and stuff, but they're super cute, and I don't know. I'm a sucker for cute things, so I don't need high quality realistic graphics. Give me a low poly animal and some cute outfits to customize my character with, and I'm set. I'm good. In the MySims game, you basically get a town to yourself. You get to name it and then build buildings, decorate things, but the goal of the game is to really help the people who live in the town and adhere to kind of what they need and what they want this to see the town as. So you might have to build a building for one of them or revamp what they have and help the town succeed and thrive. Super cute. It's a lot of building, specifically building a house, placing windows down, cute little exterior things and whatnot. Also, I think there is interior building, because I think you could build furniture and place it down and decorate homes. I also think that with the way gaming is right now, especially cozy gaming, I've seen so many people lean heavily into content creation or just gameplay where they're focusing only on building and decorating. And we've come such a long way, and I think all the people who are building and decorating now can take such a simple game and create such an atmospheric space in that game. So I'm super excited to see what people can create in MySims and MySims Kingdom, especially just from how far we've come with different games and stuff. I'm super excited for that. So, you know, we'll see what people can come up with. In MySims Kingdom, you help King Roland help his town, help his kingdom people, help the what's the word for someone who lives in a kingdom? I don't know. But you basically go around to different themed islands and you help the people on those islands with whatever they specifically need. Maybe they have a problem that needs to be solved. Maybe they need to build something or find something or catch something or do various things, and you collect mana and you get to build things for them. I think it's really fun. I'm really excited to play it. I literally have not played it since it came out, and I think I probably put a lot of hours into that game because it was just so fun, and I loved the problem solving, the puzzles, the characters. Each island is very different. They all have like a general theme. So there is a spooky one, there's a rave island, there's a farm one, various activities and things to do. It's super cute. I'm very excited. Notably, the Sims series features some really cute animals, and I'm really excited to see those in better quality, higher definition. Give me the cute little round cows. Give it to me. I need it. I'm so excited. Like I said, cute animals and character customization has me sold. Of course, I like good story and meaningful themes and stuff, but truly, I am just a simple girl at my core, and I just love cute animals. Sue me, I don't know. Don't actually. But I'm really excited for what this re-release could possibly mean for the future. I'm definitely looking forward to the MYSIMS Kingdom re-release because playing the MYSIMS Kingdom on the Wii was my favorite thing. I hated the DS version of MYSIMS Kingdom. But on the other hand, I loved the DS version of the regular MYSIMS game, and I never really played the Wii version of it. So I'm more looking forward to the MYSIMS aspect of the bundle. And I would love to see EA re-release the DS versions of MySims Kingdom and MySims. So take the DS version and port it to the Switch, kind of like this bundle. I don't know if they name it something else. I feel like that might get confusing, but I would really love to see them take those stories and put them on the console because those stories meant a lot to me as a kid, and they're very different from the Wii version. So I feel like it does, you know, there is a reason to get them. It's not like it's just the same game and slightly different. It's a different game completely. I do think that porting the DS versions over to the Switch could kind of create more problems because the DS versions relied more on the stylus with the DS, and changing the controls with the Switch might be a little difficult, so maybe that's why they're not doing it. Time will tell whether or not we get the DS versions or whether or not they just get released with Nintendo Switch Online maybe, and you get to play the DS ported versions over there. I don't know, but again, I have my fingers crossed that hopefully they won't just let those versions of the game die as well. I do own both of those DS games, so it's not like I can't play them ever. I do have them physically, thank God, but I don't have the Wii versions physically. I don't have a Wii right now, so in the future I would love to get the Wii versions, but for now we're going to just pre-order the Switch version. I would also really like to see MySims Agents get its own re-release. Since we're getting the first two, why not get the third one, you know? If they continue with the whole bundle idea, so the cozy bundle, they specifically call it the cozy bundle, I'm thinking that they could potentially re-release MySims Agents with either the MySims Racing game or the MySims Sky Heroes game that came out, because those are both a little bit edgier, so you could pair them with MySims Agents and be like, I don't know, the cool bundle, or like, I don't know, something different like that, you know? So hopefully they take those games, because right now they're just laying dormant and we only have the first two with a confirmed re-release. I would love to see those because it has been more than 10 years since the last MySims game came out. They're technically retro to me. I didn't play the racing game or the Sky Heroes game. I do know some people who have played them. I personally never did, just because I wasn't really into racing games, or the Sky Heroes game is like you fly planes. I wasn't really into that. I do, however, really love the MySims Agents game, and there was a speculated sequel to the MySims Agents game, and someone on Twitter had released part of the script, or kind of like how the game would go, on Twitter, and I thought that was really interesting that they kind of just canceled it. Maybe, I don't know, EA, if you're listening, if you see this, you should make it. You should make the game, because if you're putting the effort into re-releasing the first two, why not come out with MySims Agents re-release with a sequel? I'd give you my money. Yeah, and of course, I love re-releases, but I'm hoping that they come out with a completely new installment of MySims, kind of going back to what the original games were doing best. Cute animals, fun little puzzles, character customization, building, all of these fun things. Just a cute story. I think that's kind of where the MySims Racing and Sky Heroes falls out a little bit, is people weren't as interested in them, and wasn't that audience that was passionate about the first few games, weren't really passionate about the last few games. So I'm really excited for this re-release because the series was canceled more than 10 years ago with Sky Heroes. That was the last installment, and it's declining profits that kind of fed into it, and also just they moved away from the original themes that My Sims Kingdom and My Sims had, and they created something completely different, which is good. I think game companies and publishers should do different things and try new things. They should do different things. They should try new things and, you know, innovate in the gaming industry. But at the same time, there were dedicated fans to the original games, and they just kind of did a 180. As much as I would love to see those get re-released and just see the franchise come back, I would love to see them do something different and kind of take what they made the originals really good and give us something fresh. You know, I don't want to do racing. I want something a little bit more cozy. We don't need a farming simulator though. Don't even think about it. But yeah, really excited for My Sims. I will be buying a physical copy, probably pre-ordering it, because I think a lot of people who love these games share a similar sentiment where we want to pre-order them and buy the copies of the game to kind of show EA that there are people who are really interested in these games and want to see more of these games, more re-releases, more content in general. Give us more. So hopefully we can see the My Sims community thrive and look forward to new content in the future. Those were definitely the two heavy hitters in the indie world and partner showcase that I was really looking forward to and was thrilled to see. I had no idea about the Rune Factory game coming out. We did speculate the My Sims release, so that was really great to see. We're not done yet. These are my honorable mentions for games that also got announced during the indie world and partner showcase that I am also excited for. Maybe not a lot, but that I just thought I'd mention and tell you that I am looking forward to them or potentially watching content about them. Not all these games are games that I want to personally play, but maybe games that I would be interested in watching other people play. I think that's also valuable to mention. So the Castlevania collection I think is already out on Switch, but I am excited to potentially get into that series. I know nothing about Castlevania. I know that it's vampires. I've never seen the anime, never played any of the games, but I have been addicted to Dead by Daylight recently, and the newest Dead by Daylight chapter is Castlevania themed, so it kind of got me interested in it, so maybe we'll check that out. Neva is a game from the makers of Gris, and it looks really cute. The trailer did make me tear up already, so I was like, well, if the trailer can evoke such a deep emotion in me, maybe I should check it out. It looks really cute. I don't know what it's about. I think I've heard about it. I don't know, but I still need to play Gris. It is on my backlog. I'll get to eventually, but it looks beautiful. It looks like a gorgeous, stunning game. Coffee Talk Tokyo is releasing in 2025. Coffee Talk is another game that I have on my backlog. I have so many games on my backlog. It is disgusting. So I will eventually play Coffee Talk. It looks super cozy. I like that you can make little coffee drinks and then learn more about the characters and have lots of dialogue. I love dialogue. I eat that stuff up. So we'll be probably buying this game whether or not I finish Coffee Talk before it comes out. I don't know if it's a direct sequel or if it's just kind of similar aspects of the game, but I like the idea that it's in Tokyo. It kind of reminds me of this book series, When the Coffee Gets Cold. It's about a coffee shop in Tokyo where you can time travel by getting a cup of coffee and sitting in a specific chair in the coffee shop, and it's super sad and very heartfelt, and just the idea of being in a coffee shop in Tokyo and talking to characters reminds me of that, so I'm very much looking forward to it. The Sea of Stars DLC is coming out spring 2025 as well. I have Sea of Stars, I just haven't played it yet. It is on my backlog. So I feel like this DLC getting announced and released kind of acts as a deadline for me to start and finish the game. So hopefully I could just play the DLC right after I finish the game when it comes out. So I've heard really, really good things about the Sea of Stars, and I think I'm gonna really like it. So I just have to find the time and just play the game. Date Everything comes out on October 24th, and it is a dating simulator game. And before you tell me, Hannah, I don't play dating sims, this one is really silly and goofy because you basically get to date more than 100 objects within the house. Each object has its own humanoid persona, and so you get to date each of them, and they all have their own personalities, and you get to date things like a piano or a shelf or a vacuum, Or even the chat box I think is an option too, and there's like 100 different options. It just seems like a really interesting idea of a dating sim. Like I haven't seen anything like that before. As you know, I'm a sucker for romance, so I will be playing that. It also releases on PC. So if you're a PC gamer and you don't want to play it on Switch, wishlist it on your Steam. Wobbly Life is coming out in December on the Switch, but it's already out early access on Steam if you want to play it now. It's an open world physics sandbox game where you get to hang out with friends, do mini games, do missions, and ride around in little vehicles. You get to spend money and buy clothing and furniture for your house, and it just seems really cute and quirky. Probably wouldn't spend a lot of time on it, but I would definitely check it out. So I am excited for that, and seeing it get announced on the Switch did just kind of put it in my mind so that I can go to Steam and play it. So I think these announcements are really helpful just for getting the game's name out, you know? Pico Park 2 is coming out as a timed console release, which means basically it comes out on the Switch for a certain period of time before it releases on other places. I played Pico Park with some community members a couple months ago, and it was a game. It was a difficult game. It was a little stressful, but it was hilarious, and I'm not sure whether I'm excited or whether I'm dreading the release of this game, especially on PC, so I could play it with friends. But it's an 8-player co-op game where you do like little obstacles and puzzles and stuff, and it's one of those games where you would play it with friends and then hate your friends afterwards. So be mindful, be considerate to your friends. Pizza Tower releases on the Switch as well. I can't say that Pizza Tower is the type of game that I would even consider playing in the first place. Like, it just doesn't seem like the mechanics are for me, and like I would like that style of game, but I love the graphics. I love the art style specifically. It reminds me of something like a cartoon from the late 90s or early 2000s, that kind of like weird drawing style, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, but earlier, and I kind of love that specifically. It's a game that I would probably prefer watching somebody else play or just admiring the art from, just because I love the art style. But I do think it's pretty cool that it is coming out on Switch, so if you were looking forward to that, I hope you enjoy it. And last but not least, because I'm very excited for this game, is the SpongeBob SquarePants The Patrick Star game is coming out on the Switch, and I really want the steelbook for it because it's an open world physics game where you play as Patrick Star and you do little missions for other characters, and it just seems really fun and really goofy, and I'm a SpongeBob fan. Notably early SpongeBob, but there's just something about SpongeBob that kind of, I don't know, my inner child loves it. I can't help it. I love rewatching the earlier episodes. I'm really looking forward to a game that kind of just focuses on Patrick Star because he is such a lovable character. Hopefully I will be getting that and adding it to my Switch collection. There's a cute little steelbook that you can get, and I think I'm gonna get it. But that is all of the games that I am kind of looking forward to from the Indie World and Partner Showcase that happened 2 weeks ago about. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry this video took about 2 weeks to make and come out with. I feel like this probably would have been a little bit more impactful if it came out the day of the showcase, but I got a little stressed. So we're gonna talk about it now because I still wanted to talk about it, and that's all that matters to me. So did you watch the Partner Showcase or Indie World, and are there any games that were announced that you're really looking forward to? If you are looking forward to Rune Factory or MYSIMS, let me know in the comments below so we can geek out together, because I'm very, 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 very excited for MYSIMS specifically. It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine. I will be buying that day of and playing it all weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic night or day wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.